Meaning of the movie. Author Orpheus for reading 6 minutes, published on 28.01. 2019, updated on 16.10. 2019. The movie Drive was released in 2011. The main role in it was played by Ryan Gosling, and the director was Nicholas Winding Refn. As soon as the picture was on the screen, around it grew controversy and divergence of opinion between everyone who watched the movie. Someone is delighted, someone considers Drive boring and incomprehensible. Let's understand the plot and meaning of the movie. Plot of the movie Drive. The main character of the movie is Driver, or in Russian, Driver. In the movie he has no name, we only know his occupation. He is a stuntman on the movie set, performing dangerous stunts for the actors, and at the same time he works part-time as a mechanic in a car dealership. A clear passion for cars is expressed in literally every frame. However, Driver has the main earnings in a slightly different way. In the evenings and nights he drives robbers from crime scenes. The main character feels great behind the wheel, and therefore his services are especially pricey. However, there are a few rules from which a skillful driver never deviates. The first is that the robbery, only 5 minutes, after that he leaves and does not wait for clients. The second, never works twice with the same people, and the third, does not take a gun in his hands. Driver himself, just a driver, not a criminal. In parallel with this storyline, we see how the main character's personal life develops. In the supermarket he meets a nice girl, Irene, who has a son, Benicio. It turns out that Driver and Irene live in the same house, which, of course, contributes to their private meetings. Between Irene and Driver stands only her husband, who will soon return from prison. Driver likes the girl, she likes him. He starts a good relationship with Benicio. It is worth paying attention to the scene of conversation between the protagonist and Benicio while watching a movie on TV. Driver asks the boy about the main character, "Do you think he's bad?" "Of course, he's a shark." "A shark can't be good?" "No." It's possible that by shark, Driver means himself. He hopes to be good, wants to be, but right now it's not working out. The shark is Driver himself. Standard, Irene's husband gets out of prison, very quickly finds out what his neighbor Driver is doing. They go on a case together, but it ends badly. Now the big mobsters threaten the lives of Irene and her son. And it is in such conditions Driver shows his true face, from which he tried to escape and hide almost all his life. He has only been around the dark cases, but not directly involved in them. Now he is ready to take off his usual mask, literally and figuratively, and finally show whether he is a good or bad guy. The meaning of the movie Drive. To understand the meaning of the movie Drive, it is necessary to review the picture several times and pay attention to some details. Let's remember the scene in the elevator, during which Driver says goodbye to Irene, the only important person in his life, and kills the assassin. He does this to protect the girl, but realizes that there is no point in hoping for a further relationship with her, and so he steals her last kiss before saying goodbye. She may not know that this is their last meeting, but Driver has made a decision to protect the people he cares about at any cost. Speaking of money, Driver wants to return the stolen money so that Irene and Benicio will be left alone and not put their lives in danger. The protagonist himself doesn't need the money. Standard probably needed it, but he died during the shootout and can no longer dispose of it, nor can he protect his family. But the big men don't need the money, they just want to get rid of the evidence, clean it up and leave no mention of their involvement in the case. The only obstacle to this goal is Driver, who knows everyone by sight, who was personally involved in the crime. Money has no value to anyone, it's just a cliché deliberately inserted by the director into the plot. A chase thriller or action movie is often centered around big money, and this movie has it. The director misleads the viewer that everything is tied to money. Later we realize that the true value is quite different. Another interesting detail is the main character's jacket. There is a scorpion depicted on Driver's back. It's hard not to notice it. A close-up of the scorpion is taken when we see the hero in the first minutes. Again, it can be seen during the elevator scene and after that until the end of the movie. Making a bloody journey, Driver does not take off this jacket. He puts it on like a superhero costume and sets out on his exploits. The meaning of the ending of the movie Drive. As for the meaning of the finale, there is a version that the protagonist is simply lost in the Hollywood wilds and turns into a fusion of all the characters he admires. As if at the end he puts on the mask he used when shooting on the movie set, only because he can't see his own face. The hero is not himself, but his image. But perhaps we should pay attention to the tale of the scorpion and the frog, which is very successful almost right before the final act of the movie. The tale is about a frog who transports a scorpion. The frog is afraid that the scorpion will sting her. The frog replies that he will not sting her, otherwise they will both drown. But in the middle of the river, the scorpion does sting the frog. The moral is that this is the nature of the scorpion and he could not do otherwise. That's the point of the whole movie and specifically the ending of the picture, no matter how they are treated or what the consequences are. Some people do what is inherent in their instincts, they can't escape their fate. Driver wants to be a better person, to be a nice guy, but he only stings Irene like the scorpion on his back, like the scorpion from that fairy tale parable. And as a result of the protagonist stinging the girl, he stings himself as well. Until the moment he met her, it was as if there were no other people in the life of the unsociable Driver at all, but he made the mistake of meeting Irene in a store one day. She became his weakness, but she also became his desire to strive for the best. He saves the people he cares about, doesn't take dirty money, he became a hero and the better man, the good guy he wanted to be. Write in the comments your meaning of the movie Drive. We'll be looking forward to it. Admin.